Andrew, if you've got anything you can do for this Colorado 7, now's the time to do it.
I think we just happen to have the Colorado 7 DPCHIP in my bag. Isn't that coincidental?
Plug and play, I love it. Let's get it done.
Do some bush tuning while we're at it.
Alright, so here we got the DPCHIP plug and play system. So it's really easy to do like this. We're out in the middle of nowhere doing some full driving, having a bit of fun. However, as Simon was mentioning, he's lacking a little bit on some of these muddy, slippery hills. This is really where the DPCHIP comes into play. Nice plug and play system. We've got a tune already preset to suit this vehicle, and it's a matter of just pulling it out of the box. You get a free little hat, always a great thing. And then the important part is your chip and then your harness. So all these chip modules come with the same system. You've got your harness in there with your chip and a couple of cable ties and stickers and a little warranty card with the chips. First thing to do, obviously every car will vary where these rail sensors, injectors or boost sensors will be located. So first thing we'll be doing on this one, popping the oil filler cap off, engine cover comes up and out, and then down tucked away on these ones, this is your common rail where your injectors go to. So on pretty much any modern diesel, you'll have a common rail. So your common rail will have a plug on the end, and then that's pretty much where we piggyback onto depending on the style of chip obviously. So what we'll do, we'll pull this off. Alrighty, so that's our rail plug for this Colorado. You've got your plugs here, pretty much your piggyback goes into there, click, and then this fella's got to go down into the plug there. Alright, so that's all plugged in on both sides. Now, like everything, a chip is a working computer at the end of the day. So they can get warm, so as we say, try and keep it away from the engine, keep it over like here on your fuse box or battery area, and just mount it in a nice cool area where it's not going to work as hard in the heat. Up to the final part here, so pretty much the chip's all plugged in at the rail. You've got your plug, and as simple as plug it in here. Make sure those dowels click on, and you've got a little O-ring in here to stop dirt and water and moisture from getting in. And then just tuck it down somewhere nice and neat so it doesn't get in the way. So just cable tying the harness in at the moment, just get it all finished off nice and neat. You can either get a few little screws, put it into the fuse box, or sometimes, like we say, if you cable tie all the cabling up, it's a very light module, you can just sit it on top, cable tie it to a bit of wiring harness, and that's enough to mount it in there. All we've got to do, start the vehicle, make sure the lights are illuminating on the chip, and then that should tell us whether the chip's working or not. So as you can see, you've got a flashing red LED light here above the chip. That's pretty much telling you that it's on, working, and everything's there as normal. So holding the two buttons down unlocks this keyboard. You can have more power or eco, so obviously adding a bit more tune to the chip or taking away a bit of the tune. So you hold down the two buttons, all LEDs are flashing, let go, now it's a solid state light. That pretty much is just telling you the keyboard's unlocked and now it's ready to be adjusted. So you've got 3 stages on your power. You can go up 3 steps on these chips, and then you can come back 3 steps as well if you want to reduce a bit of the harshness of the tune, if you want a bit less. Once you've done your adjustment on the keyboard, is leave the chip there. Eventually this will start flashing again after 20 seconds to 30 seconds, and the keyboard will be locked. Something to just bring up for you guys to all know about. So this is your little bypass plug. So pretty much instead of having to go through the trouble like you saw, sometimes it's fiddly to work with wiring harness on these modern cars. This little plug here is your bypass plug. So it's a simple of unplugging your chip harness, so coming off the chip, and then just going into the harness, so where the chip would lie, and that just reverts your vehicle back to standard. So look, if you're ever trying to diagnose your vehicle, you have an issue on your trip, something happens like a limp home mode, or you've got these weird odd issues, as we say, keep things simple. Aftermarket accessories are always the easiest things to take off. Remove the chip if the issue is still happening, you know it's something further in depth. So a big thing too for a lot of customers, you know, a lot of these vehicles are covered under warranties. So all our chips come with a driveline warranty. We pretty much cover the manufacturer's warranty. But like some things, some people want to keep it out there, that some dealers can be a bit funny with aftermarket products. So that's why we give this little blanking plug as an option. This is just simply to remove the chip, so there's no tuning or chip equation in there for the dealer to question what's happening under the engine bay. These chips, like everything, nice, safe, reliable tuning, and you don't have to get any dyno tuning done. You can plug this in the middle of nowhere and you can close the bonnet and know that you've got a guarantee of a safe tune under the engine.